On this episode, 427 Motorsports, we're doing a follow-up on a Mark II Golf Van. That's right, a follow-up episode on our channel. That never happens. We always come up with these ideas and then never follow through. But this time we are. We've protected the engine bay and the inner arches of our Mark II Golf Van. So now we're going to try the Chutes version of Dinitrol on the underside. So, as we said in the last video, if you haven't watched that yet, go and watch that first. The guys over at Dinitrol wanted to get involved with our Mark II Golf Van project. So, that is probably why it's getting done, because somebody wants us to, and it's not just me. So they sent us an aerosol kit for the engine bay, which we've already used, and they sent us a chutes gun kit as well. Now, this requires the compressor, which I know scares the life out of Connor behind the camera because our compressor is old and decrepit and could probably realistically explode at any moment. So if anyone wants to send us a compressor, Sealy, I'm looking at you, or anybody else, feel free to send us a compressor. One thing I will say, so they sent us over a chutes gun kit, but the gun they sent came with one of these adapters, which I've had to take off and replace with the more, is it the UK spec one? I'm not sure. But they sent it over with this, so just be worried, you might need to get an adapter for your chutes gun to fit. It's possible they actually put one in the box. I'm not sure, I couldn't find it when I looked, so I stole one off another gun. But just something to think about. So, chutes gun kits, if you've never used one before, this is how they work. This is your chutes gun that Connor in our unboxing video said within 5 seconds of saying it, oh, that's a good gun. And he couldn't possibly have known if it was a good gun. We're about to find out. I assume it's a good gun. So that is your chutes gun, and this is your chutes container. Now, I'm used to ones where you have to mix them and put hardener in and stuff, but this seems to be one trip. So you take the lid off, and then you got a wee popper bio. You should probably shake it first, because you don't want to shake it while the lid is off, because then, well, it goes everywhere. Yeah. You should probably also heat the tin before you start. This actually isn't that cold. It's a wee bit cold, but it's not super cold. Right, so you peel this off. And then you can see there's metal foil. You should probably cut that or something, but I'm gonna just do that. It's ghetto, but here. It's ghetto and it works. No, it's not ghetto. Although I didn't do it very well. Probably do it more towards the middle than I just did it. But that will form part of the threads for getting it on. And that is why... Am I tightening that? That's tightening it. Now, is it?
In my head. Good order. Get it right first step.
Just while it's eating. There we go. So, that's it on. But these tabs here stick out, which give you a bit of extra practice. Which then you can twist it on real nice. So, and that's it. That is literally... all there is to it, really. Works. So, after wasting all of our bloody air in the compressor, let's go. Do you know where Jack Sealy torch is, Connor? No. Good stuff. It's probably down the back. It's usually down the back. Here it is. Okay, so we put some of the rust-proofing primer stuff on it, so that should be it ready to just go. So, fingers crossed I don't get leaked on. And here goes. I had no idea whenever I recorded that intro that joke about the compressor, if anybody wants to give us one in case it explodes, would be so accurate. It didn't explode, but it did pack in. Now, that compressor was secondhand, and I swear to God, you couldn't write this. You would think that we scripted it, but honestly, no, we didn't. That compressor could be 15, 20-year-old. It might have been rusting from the inside, as Connor likes to think it is. So it's entirely possible it might have exploded. So maybe it's a good thing the motor or whatever packed in beforehand. I don't know. But so my dad gave us a length of his compressor, which is the same size, same sort of crack, except probably a lot more dependable since it's only been used once, as far as I'm aware. So, but now it's the next day. It's 2 days later, actually. There's frost outside. You can sort of see my breath. Fucking, it's Baltic, but we need to get this thing protected like ASAP. So, back at it again. So that's it under sealed, and me apparently. So I'm not going to be able to get back to this for a couple of days to let it back down on the ground. So we'll leave it up in the air to dry for a while and then come back and do a closing statement when it's all dry. And then you can see what it actually looks like finished. It should just look like the engine bay looks like, which would be great if it does. But that's what it should look like. So let's cut to the future. So with the higgledy-piggledy nature of this video being interrupted for the compressor and everything, it kind of makes sense that we're closing on me using the phone as a selfie camera since Connor's not here and all the rest. But anyway, here we are. So that is the Dinitrol applied to the underside of our van in the background. I don't know where my fingers. To the van in the background and to our GTI as well. As you can see, it's dried hard. You can touch it and it doesn't go on your hands. Somebody was saying that, oh, you should never use that in your engine bay because it's always going to come off in your hands when you touch it. If the surface you're putting it on is dry and is good and is clean and fresh and you've primered it and all the rest, I don't see why you would have any problems. It's dried nicely, so I'm not really sure what they're getting at there. It also means that we've got a vehicle is lana guarded, we've got a vehicle Dinitrol, and we've got a vehicle bedliner or toughliner or raptored or whatever. So it's cool to know that in a year or two's time we're going to be able to compare the 3 different products and see what they're like. Now that we've applied it, in a while, like whenever we get the car finished, to the GTI anyway, we'll maybe do a bit of testing to the underside and like hit it with some stuff and see just how resilient and strong it is. We've used the Lana Guard in the past, so I'll be daily driving the GTI, so hopefully that'll give a good idea of how resistant it is to corrosion in comparison to the likes of the Lana Guard, although as we said, they're 2 different products, so it doesn't really work. Thank you very much for watching. Big thank you to Dinitrol for sending us out the free stuff to put on to the van and well, to the GTI as well, it seems. There's actually enough there, I think, to do one of the Mercs as well, so I'm probably going to do my 124. But yeah, so hopefully it's a good product. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, all the rest, and that crap that other people tell you to do, we're going to tell you to do it as well, because that's what the kids do these days. I've been Tom Patterson. Connor Indoors is a Hughes Corporation. Check us out on Instagram. Check out our 427 account on Instagram. Check out our podcast on Spotify and on this. And see you in the next one. Good luck.